I'd like to propose a toast.
A birthday toast to Stephen Sondheim, the legendary composer who revolutionized Broadway. Host David Hyde Pierce and an all-star cast of Broadway's best: Patti LuPone, Audra McDonald, Mandy Patinkin, Bernadette Peters, Elaine Stritch, and many more. Join the New York Philharmonic and conductor Paul Gemignani for an extra special birthday tribute. It's Sondheim, the birthday concert, next on Great Performances.
We're not going to start with Sweeney Todd.
Oh, come on, David. I told you it's my favorite.
I know it's your favorite. We talked about this. This is a birthday party.
Oh, man.
All right. We're going to eat cake, not people. Uppy peppy. It's a celebration. Sorry. Good evening and welcome to our birthday celebration for Stephen Sondheim. That piece was arranged by our conductor Paul Gimignani and Steve's longtime orchestrator Jonathan Tunick. It's a new overture entitled Happy Birthday, Steve. Now we don't have to give you a present. I'm David Hyde Pierce, and I'm honored to be your host tonight. As host, I feel a great responsibility to make this a very special evening. Of course, it's already special. We have Steve and the New York Philharmonic and the cream of Broadway and all of you. But I was looking for something more. And I found it when I saw the current revival of West Side Story. In this production, they've translated some of Steve's lyrics into Spanish, and it hit me. Stephen Sondheim's songs and shows are performed all over the planet. He belongs to the world. So tonight we will sing his songs in all the world's languages. We'll have a Polish Pacific Overtures. Yes. We'll have Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Switzerland. And we'll do a little night music in German, and we can call it Eine kleine... Well, that might be confusing. Well, anyway, you can see it's a brilliant idea, and when I suggested it, everyone, our director, our producers, the singers, even the orchestra members, they all said no. So we're not doing that. We're just going to sing the songs in stupid old English. It's fine. I suppose you really can't improve on Steve's original lyrics. In fact, let's start off with some songs for which he wrote just the lyrics. Here to sing Steve's words set to Leonard Bernstein's music, please welcome Karen Olivo and the multilingual ladies of West Side Story.
And the bullets flying. I like the island Manhattan. I know you do. Smoke on your pipe and put that in Minamani. I like to be in America. Okay, by me in America. Everything free in America. For a small fee in America. The city of San Juan. I know a boat you can get on. Bye-bye. Hundreds of flowers in full bloom. Hundreds of people in each room. Automobile in America. Chromium steel in America. Wires pulled in America. Very big deal in America. Bueno, mami, bueno. I'll drive a Buick to San Juan. If there's a road you can drive on, I'll give my cousins a free ride. Gracias. You get all of them inside. Immigrant goes to America. Many hellos in America. Nobody knows in America. Puerto Rico's in America. If there's a current to turn on,
I'll give them the washing machine.
what have they got there to keep clean?
I
like the shores of America, comforting doors in America, down on the doors in America, wall to wall doors in America.
When I will go back to San Juan.
When you will shut up and get gone.
Everyone there will give the cheer.
Everyone there will have moved here.
Our next song is from Höre ich eine Walze? I'm sorry. Do I Hear a Waltz? With music by Richard Rodgers. These original lyrics are a little naughtier than the ones that actually ended up in the show. And here to sing it for you is the naughtiest couple on Broadway, Marin Mazzie and Jason Daniely.
Honey Bunch, sad to say, but I have a hunch. Screen romances went out to lunch. That's no reason to pout. Don't look bleak, happy endings can spring a leak. Ever after can mean 1 week. We're just having a drought. Smile and sweat it out. If we can just hold on, we'll have compatibility. No need to worry, we're gonna be alright. One day the ache is gone, there's nothing like senility. So what you hurry, we're gonna be alright. Meanwhile, relax, I'll take a lover, you take a lover. When that's played out, they'll get the axe. We can retire, sit by the fire, fade out. We'll build our house upon the rock of my virility. We better scurry, we're gonna be all night. Oh boy, we're gonna be all right.
I was told, just be faithful and never scold. Sounded easy, so I was sold. I've been miserable since. I was taught when a prince and a dragon fought that the dragon was always caught. Now I don't even wince when it eats the prince. I know the perfect pair, their lives are at the pinnacle. But how do we know they're gonna be all right? The bride is slightly square, the groom is slightly cynical. A little vino, they're gonna be all right. She aims to please, she has a baby. Then though they may be having fine times, when there's a crease, she has another. Now she's a mother. 9 times it all went wrong, but where? Details are slightly clinical. She's out in Reno, the kids adored the flight. Hey ho, they're gonna be all right.
Things will heal. I know couples who look ideal. They no longer know what they feel. They've been practicing charm. All is well, least as far as their friends can tell. Please ignore the peculiar smell. There's no cause for alarm. Mildew will do harm.
What if her brain is dead?
What if he's ineffectual?
They look delicious. They're gonna be alright. They both go right to bed when they feel intellectual. No one's suspicious. They're gonna be alright. Who's on the skids? She'll go to night school.
If it's the right school, he'll permit her.
They love their kids. They love their friends too.
Lately, he tends to hit her.
Sometimes she drinks in bed.
Sometimes he's homosexual. But why be vicious?
They keep it out of sight. Good show. They're gonna be alright. And so they're gonna be alright. Hey ho, we're gonna be alright.
In 1963, the late, great Judy Holliday was in previews out of town with a show called Hot Spot, and the show needed a little help. Steve came to the rescue, collaborating with songwriters Mary Rogers and Martin Charnin, and wrote Judy a new opening number. That's not it, and you know it. From Hot Spot, a song about a woman trying to get into the Peace Corps. Please welcome the exquisite Victoria Clark.
Maybe it's my name. Maybe it's my face. Maybe it's my both. All I know is, show me a glass of water, I'll show you a soggy dress. Show me a tube of toothpaste, I'll show you a mess. Show me a fresh laid sidewalk, and guess where my footprints are? Show me a fire hydrant, I'll show you my car. Show me the latest dance step, I'll show you the latest fall. Show me the train to Boston, I'll show you St. Paul. Show me 100 lighters, I'll show you the one that won't. Show me a priceless vase. No, don't. Ask me to give directions, I'll give you a vacant lot. Show me a knot that's tangled, I'll show you a tangled knot. Show me a nest of hornets. See what happened? And then it's on there. It's itchy. Maybe I can do, don't laugh, good. Maybe I can do, don't laugh, well. Maybe you could be, who knows, proud. All right, so laugh, but not too loud. If I can convince, don't laugh, me, why can't I convince, don't leave you? Give me half a chance, just half, and then don't laugh. Maybe I could be proud of me too. You will? Oh, yes, I can be ready soon. How about now? How about yes? Show me a barren hillside, I'll show you a field of grass. Show me an empty schoolroom, I'll show you a class. Show me an epidemic, I'll show you a board of health. Show me a starving people, show me an insurrection. Show me a restless native, show me the way to get there. Sally is gonna do. Don't laugh. Good. Sally is gonna do. Don't laugh. Well, everything's gonna be, you watch, fine. You hear a laugh, that laugh is mine. Everything will be done, I hope, right. Everything will be right. Don't ask how. Look at it all fall into place. Maybe it's my name, maybe it's my face. Show me a job to do, and I'll show you now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Steve's principal orchestrator since 1970, Jonathan Tunick.
Thank you. The 1970s were an amazing decade for Steve and for the musical theater. And as a matter of fact, for me too. We did Company in 1970. Follies, 1971, A Little Night Music in 1973, Pacific Overtures in 1975, and in 1979, his tour de force, Sweeney Todd. And I hasten to add, all of them produced and directed by the great Hal Prince. The quality of these musicals is unsurpassed, and what's particularly impressive is that none of them sound alike. And if you don't believe me, here is a sampling of that decade's work, beginning with Nathan Gunn and a song from Sweeney Todd.
I feel you, Joanna. I feel I was half convinced I'd wake and satisfied enough to dream you. Happily I was mistaken, Joanna. I'll steal you, Joanna. I'll steal you. Do they think that walls can hide you? Even now I'm at your window. I am in the dark beside you, buried sweetly in your yellow hair. I feel you, Joanna, and one day I'll steal you. Till I'm with you, then I'm with you there, sweetly buried in your yellow hair.
What will tomorrow bring? The pundits query.
Will it be cheery?
Will it be sad?
Will it be birds in spring or harakiri?
Don't worry, dearie.
Don't worry, lad.
we'll have our future suit your whim, blue chip preferred.
Putting it in a synonym perfects the word.
We're in this thing together, aren't you glad? Each day from now will be the best day you ever had. You're gonna love tomorrow. You're gonna be with me. You're gonna love tomorrow. I'm giving you my personal guarantee.
Say toodaloo to sorrow, and fare thee well on we.
Bye-bye.
You're gonna love tomorrow, as long as your tomorrow is spent with me.
Today was perfectly perfect, you say. Well, don't go away, 'cause if you think you like today, you're gonna love tomorrow. You stick around and see. And if you love tomorrow, and think of how it's gonna be, tomorrow's what you're gonna have a lifetime of with me.
Sally dear, now that we're man and wife, I will do wonders to make your life soul stirring and free of care.
If we fight, and we might, I'll concede. Furthermore, dear, should your ego need bolstering, I'll do my share.
But though I'll do my utmost to see you never frown,
And though I'll try to cut most of our expenses down,
I've some traits, I'll warn you, to which you'll have objections.
I too have a cornucopia of imperfections. I may burn the toast.
Oh well, I may make a rotten host.
Do tell.
But no matter what goes wrong, love will see us through to something better comes along. I may vex your folks.
Okay, I may interrupt your jokes.
You may, but if I come on too strong, love will see us through to something better comes along. I may play cards all night and come home at 3.
Just leave a light on the porch for me.
Well, nobody's perfect.
I may trump your ace.
Please do, I may clutter up the place.
Me too.
But the minute we embrace to love's old sweet song, dear, that'll see us through to something better comes along.
Huh?
Girls,
Then
Sally,
I may burn.
you're gonna love tomorrow.
oh well, I may make a rotten host.
Do tell.
But no matter
You're gonna
what
love
goes wrong,
I'm giving you my personal guarantee.
they vex.
Say toodaloo to sorrow. Okay, I may interrupt your jokes.
You may
I cannot too strong. And love sees through to something better comes along.
cards all night and
Perfectly perfect
at 3.
Well, don't go away.
Porch for me.
Well, nobody's perfect.
I may trump
You're gonna love
your
tomorrow.
Please do, I may love.
Stick around and see.
Me too.
The minute we embrace, love's
Take a
all
love's gonna
sweet
be.
song.
Love's what you're gonna have, and love is what you're gonna have, and love is what you're gonna have, and love is what you're gonna have.
Many mornings, waking and pretending I reach for you. Thousands of mornings, dreaming of my girl. all that time wasted merely passing through, time I could have spent so content, wasting time with you. Too many mornings wishing that the room might be filled with you, morning to morning, turning into days, all the days that I thought would never end, all the nights with another day to spend, all the times I look up to see Sally standing at the door, Sally moving to the bed, Sally resting in my arms, with her head against my head.
If you don't kiss me, Ben, I think I'm gonna die. What I'd wear tonight, and when should I get here? How should I find you? Where I'd stand, what I'd say in case you didn't remember. How I'd remind you, you remembered, and my fears were gone. Was it ever real? Did I ever love you this much? Did we ever feel so happy then?
It was always real.
I should have worn green.
And I've always loved you.
I wore green the last time.
We can always feel
the time I was
happy. Too many mornings wasted in pretending I reach for you. How many mornings are there still to come? How much time can we hope that there will be? Not much time, but it's time enough for me. If there's time to look up and see Sally standing at the door, Sally moving to the bed, Sally resting in my arms, with your head against my hand.
Now, one of the thrills of a night like this is hearing performers from the original casts of Steve's shows singing the songs they introduced. To begin with, from the original cast of Follies, John McMartin.
You're either a poet, or you're a lover, or you're the famous Benjamin Stone. You take one road, you try one door,
There isn't time for any more. One's life consists of either or. One has regrets, which one forgets, and as the years go on, the road you didn't take hardly comes to mind, does it? The door you didn't try, where could it have led? The choice you didn't make never was defined, was it? Dreams you didn't dare are dead, were they ever there? Who said I don't remember at all? The books I'll never read wouldn't change a thing, would they? The girls I'll never know I'm too tired for. The lives I'll never lead couldn't make me sing, could they? Could they? Could they? Chances that you miss, ignore, ignorance is bliss. What's more, you won't remember at all, not at all. You yearn for the women, long for the money, envy the famous Benjamin Stones. You take your road, the decades fly, the yearnings fade, the longings die. You learn to bid them all goodbye. And oh, the peace, the blessed peace, at last you come to know. The road you never take go through rocky ground, don't they? The choices that you make aren't all that grim. The world you never see still will be around, won't they? The Ben I'll never be, who remembers will.
In 1987, Steve and James Lapine created a musical inspired by fairy tales and the work of Bruno Bettelheim. The resulting show is a dark look into the twisted pathways of the human psyche, and consequently it is now performed by school children all over America. Here from Into the Woods are the original Baker and his wife, Chip Zien and Joanna Gleason.
You've changed, you're daring, you're different in the woods. More sure, more sharing, you're getting us through the woods. If you could see, you're not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
It takes two. I thought one was enough, it's not true. It takes two of us, you came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. It took two of us, it takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Though you swear to change, who can tell if you do? It takes two.
You've changed, you're thriving. There's something about the woods, not just surviving, you're blossoming in the woods. At home, I'd fear we'd stay the same forever, and then out here, you're passionate, charming, considerate, clever.
It takes one to begin, but then once you've begun, it takes two of you, it's no fun. But what needs to be done, you can do when there's two of you. If I dare, it's because I'm becoming aware of us as a pair of us, each accepting a share of what's there. We've changed, we're strangers, I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know we'll get past the woods. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods, just the two of us beyond lies, safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just the few of us, it takes trust, it takes just a bit more and we're done. We want 4, we had none, we've got 3, we need 1, it takes 2.
When Merrily We Roll Along closed on Broadway in 1981, little did we know that Steve would go on to add additional gems to the score. Tonight, the original Broadway star sings a song he never got to sing in the original production. From Merrily We Roll Along, Jim Walton.
Thanks, old friends. Keep reminding me. Frank's old friends always seem to come through. Frank will too. So, old friends, now it's time to start growing up. Taking charge, seeing things as they are. Facing facts, not escaping them, still with dreams, just reshaping them, growing up. So, old friends, don't you see we can have it all? Moving on, getting out of the past. Solving dreams, not just trusting them. Taking dreams, readjusting them. Growing up, growing up. Trying things, being flexible, bending with the road. Adding dreams when the others don't last. Growing up, understanding that growing never ends. Like old dreams, some old dreams, like old friends. Thank you. Thank you.
Mademoiselles, you and me, pal. Second bottle, she looks for me. Bonnet flapping, yapping, roof, chicken, pastry. Yes, she looks for me. Good. Let her look for me to tell me why she left me, as I always knew she would. I had thought she understood. They have never understood, and no reason that they should. But if anybody could, finishing the hat. How you have to finish the hat. How you watch the rest of the world from a window while you finish the hat. Mapping out a sky. What you feel like planning a sky. What you feel when voices that come through the window go until they distance and die, until there's nothing but sky. And how you're always turning back too late from the grass or the stick or the dog or the light. How the kind of woman willing to wait's not the kind that you want to find waiting to return you to the night. Dizzy from the height, coming from the hat, studying the hat, entering the world of the hat, reaching through the world of the hat like a window, back to this one from that, studying a face, stepping back to look at a face, leaves a little space in the way, like a window but to see. It's the only way to see. And when the woman that you wanted goes, you can say to yourself, well, I give what I give. But the woman who won't wait for you knows that however you live, there's a part of you always standing by, mapping out the sky. Finishing a hat, starting on a hat, finishing a hat. Look, I made a hat where there never was a hat.
Are you working on something new?
No.
That is not like you, George.
I've nothing to say.
You have many things.
Well, nothing that's not been said.
Said by you,
I do
George.
not know where to go.
Nor did I.
I want to make things that count, things that will be new.
I did what I had to do.
What am I to do?
Move on. Stop worrying where you're going. Move on. If you can know where you're going, you've gone. Just keep moving on. I chose and my world was shaken. So what? The choice may have been mistaken. The choosing was not. You have to move on. Look at what you want, not at where you are, not at what you'll be. Look at all the things you've done for me. Open up my eyes, taught me how to see. Notice every tree.
Notice every tree.
Understand
the light. I want to move on. I want to explore the light. I want to know how to get through to something new, something of my own.
Stop worrying if your vision is new. Let others make that decision, they usually do. You keep moving on. Look at what you've done.
Something in the light, something in the sky,
not
and the
at where you
grass up
are,
behind
what
the
you'll
tree.
be. Look at all the things you gave to
Things
me.
I hadn't looked at
Let
till
me
now.
give to
Flower
you
in your
something
hat,
in return.
and your smile,
I'll
and
be
the
so
color of your hair, and the way you catch the light, and the care, and the feeling, and the light moving on
together. We will always belong together. Just keep moving on. Anything you do, let it come from you. Then it will be new. Give us more to see.
Well, how do you follow that? Oh, all right.
You first.
Yes, I was.
After you.
Yes, you were.
Then, my friend, now to your purpose. Patience, enjoy it. Revenge can't be taken in haste.
And if we win, you'll be commended, sir.
My lord. And who may it be said is your intended, sir?
My ward. Pretty as a rosebud.
Pretty as her mother.
What? What's that?
Nothing, sir, nothing. May we proceed? Pretty women. Fascinating. Sipping coffee. Dancing pretty women are a wonder, pretty women. Sitting in the window or standing on the stair, something in them cheers the air. Ah, pretty women, silhouetted, stay within you. Dancing, stay forever, breathing lightly. Pretty women, blowing out their candles, or combing out their hair. Even when they leave you and vanish, they somehow can still remain there. With you are pretty women at their mirrors, in the garden, letter writing, flower picking, weather watching, how they make a man sing proof of heaven as you're living. Pretty women, sir, pretty women, yes, here's to pretty women, all the pretty women.
was really well done, gentlemen. I just wish we all could have been in the show together. Seems a downright shame.
Shame?
Seems an awful waste. Such a nice, plump frame. What's his name has? Nor it can't be traced. Business needs a lift. That's to be erased. Think of it as thrift, as a gift, if you get my drift. Now? Seems an awful waste. I mean, with the price of meat, what it is, when you get it, if you get it. Good, you got it. Take for instance Mrs. Mooney and her pie shop. Business never better, using only pussycats and toast. Now a pussy's good for maybe 6 or 7 at the most. And I'm sure they can't compare as far as taste.
Mrs. Lovett, you're a bloody wonder, eminently practical and yet appropriate as always.
Mrs. Lovett, how I've lived without you all these years, I'll never know.
Think about it, lots of other gentlemen will still be coming for a shame. One thing,
What's the sound of the world out there?
What, Mr. Todd, what is that sound?
Those crunching noises pervading the air.
Yes, Mr. Todd, yes, all around.
It's man devouring man, my dear. And who are we to deny it here? These are desperate times, Mrs. Lovett, and desperate measures are called for.
Here we are, hot from the oven.
What is that?
It's priest. Have a little priest.
Is it really good?
Sir, it's too good, at least. Then again, they don't commit sins of the flesh, so it's pretty fresh.
Awful lot of fat.
Only where it's sat.
Haven't you got poet or something like that?
No, you see, the trouble with poet is how do you know it's deceased? Try the priest.
Heavenly! Well, not as hearty as bishop, perhaps, but they're not as bland as curate either.
And good for business. Always leaves you wanting more. Trouble is, we only get it in Sundays. Lawyer's rather nice.
If it's for a price.
Or just something else, though, to follow, since no one should swallow it twice.
Anything that's lean.
But then if you're British and loyal, you might enjoy Royal Marine. Anyway, it's clean, though of course it tastes of wherever it's been.
Is that Squire on the fire?
Proceed no, sir, look closer, you'll notice it's grosser.
It's thicker, more like vicar.
No, it has to be grosser, it's green.
The history of the world, my love.
Save a lot of graves, do a lot of relatives favor.
Is those below serving those up above?
Everybody shaves, so there should be plenty of flavor.
How gratifying for once to know
That those above will serve those down below.
Now let's see. We've got Tinker,
something pinker.
Taylor,
Something paler.
Potter,
Something hotter.
Butler,
Something subtler.
Locksmith, lovely bit of clock.
Maybe for a lark.
Then again, they're sweet if you want it cheap and you like it dark. Try the financier, peak of his career.
That looks pretty rank.
Well, he drank. No, it's bank cashier. Never really sold. Maybe it was old.
Have you any Beetle?
Next week, so I'm told. Beetle isn't bad till you smell it and notice how well it's been greased. Stick to priest. Now, this may be a bit stringy, but then, of course, it's fiddle player.
No, this isn't fiddle player. It's piccolo player.
How can you tell?
It's piping hot.
Then blow on it first.
The history of the world, my sweet.
Oh, Mr. Todd, what does it tell?
It's who gets eaten and who gets to eat.
And Mr. Todd, who gets the sound?
But fortunately, it's all so clear
that everybody goes down well with beer.
Since Marine doesn't appeal to you, how about Rear Admiral?
Too salty, I prefer General.
With or without his privates? With his extra?
What is that?
It's fob, finest in the shop. Oh, we have some shepherd's pipe peppered with actual shepherd on top. And I've just begun. Is a politician so oily? He's served with a doily, not one.
Put it on a bun. Well, you never know if it's going to run.
Fry the fryer, fried and stryer.
No, the clergy is really too coarse and too mealy.
An actor that's compactor.
Yes, and always arrives overdone. How come again when you have judge on the menu?
Wait! True, we don't have judge yet. But we've got something you might fancy even better.
What is that?
Executioner!
Have charity towards the world, my pet.
Yes, I know, my love.
We'll take the customers that we can get.
I'm on alone, my love.
We'll not discriminate, great from small.
No, we'll serve anyone,
meaning anyone,
and to anyone at all.
Although Steve makes his home in the theater, he's also composed some stunning music for motion pictures. One of his most beautiful scores is from Warren Beatty's film Reds. Here, from the American Ballet Theater, are Blaine Hoven and Maria Ricchetto dancing to Goodbye for Now, the theme from Reds. Dance, the universal language. Our next song is from Steve's first musical, Saturday Night. Though he wrote it in 1954, it took over 50 years for it to receive its first production in New York. Here, singing one of Steve's most unabashedly romantic songs, Laura Benanti.
I said the man for me must have a castle. A man of means he'd be, a man of fame. And then I met a man who hadn't any, without a penny to his name. I had to go and fall for so much less than what I had planned from all the magazines. I should be good and sore. What am I happy for? I guess the man means more than the means. So many people in the world, and what can they do? They'll never know love like my love for you. So many people laugh at what they don't know. Well, that's their concern. If just a few, say 500,000 or so, could see us, they'd learn. So many people in the world don't know what they've missed. They'd never believe such joy could exist. And if they tell us it's a thing we'll outgrow, they're jealous as they can be. That with so many people in the world, you love me.
Hats off, here they come, those beautiful girls. That's what you've been waiting for. Nie hat die Natur gestaltet keine Blumen so hell. Keine Rose ist vergleichbar, no nie prelestnее ich nie чудесnее. Cheer them in their glory, diamonds and pearls, Amabaju I Baccarino Seke. This is what beauty can be, bellezza de cuore per certo migliore. Grazie. All for you, these beautiful girls. I hear the tone. John McDonald, Donna Murphy,
beautiful girl.
I'd like to propose a toast. Here's to the ladies who lunch. Everybody laugh. Lounging in their caftans and planning a brunch on their own behalf. Off to the gym, then to a fitting, claiming their fat and looking grim, 'cause they've been sitting, choosing a hat. Does anyone still wear a hat? I'll drink to that. Here's to the girls who stay smart, aren't they a gas? Rushing to their classes in optical art, wishing it would pass. Another long, exhausting day, another $1,000, a matinee, a pinter play, perhaps a piece of Mahler's. I'll drink to that. And one for Mahler. Here's to the girls who play wife, aren't they too much? Keeping house but clutching a copy of life just to keep in touch. The ones who follow the rules and meet themselves at the schools, too busy to know that they're fools, or if they a germ. I'll drink to them, let's all drink to them. And here's to the girls who just watch, aren't they the best? When they get depressed, it's a bottle of scotch plus a little jest. Another chance to disapprove, another brilliant zinger, another reason not to move, another vodka stinger. I'll drink to that. Here's to the girls on the go, everybody tries. Look into their eyes and you'll see what they know. Everybody dies. A toast to that invincible bunch, the dinosaurs surviving the crunch. Let's hear it for the ladies who lunch. Everybody rise, 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 rise.
the sun comes up, I think about you. The coffee cup, I think about you. I want you so, it's like I'm losing my mind. The morning ends, I think about you. I talk to friends, I think about you. And do they know it's like I'm losing my mind? All afternoon doing every little chore, the thought of you stays bright. Sometimes I stand in the middle of the floor, not going left, not going right. I dim the lights and think about you, spend sleepless nights to think about you. You said you loved me, or were you just being kind? Or am I losing my mind? I want you so, it's like I'm losing my mind. Does no one know? It's like I'm losing my mind. All afternoon doing every little chore, the thought of you stays bright. Sometimes I stand in the middle of the floor, not going left, not going right. I dim the lights and think about you, spend sleepless nights to think about you. You said you loved me, or were you just being kind? Or am I losing my mind? Ordinary mothers lead ordinary lives, keep the house and sweep the parlor, mend the clothes and tend the children. Ordinary mothers, like ordinary wives, make the beds and bake the pies and wither on the vine. Not mine. Dying by inches every night, what a glamorous life. Pulled on by winches to recite, what a glamorous life. Ordinary mothers never get the flowers, and ordinary mothers never know the joys. Ordinary mothers couldn't cough for hours, maintaining their poise. Sandwiches only, but she eats what she wants when she wants. Sometimes it's lonely, but she meets many handsome galants. Ordinary mothers don't live out of cases, and ordinary mothers don't go different places, which ordinary mothers can't do, being mothers all day. Mine's away in a play, and she's realer than they. What if her brooch is only glass and her costumes unravel? What if her coach is second class? She at least gets to travel. And sometime this summer, meaning soon, she'll come traveling to me. Sometime this summer, maybe June, I'm the new place you'll see. Ordinary daughters may think life is better with ordinary mothers near them when they choose, but ordinary daughters seldom get a letter enclosing reviews. Gay and resilient with applause, what a glamorous life. Speeches are brilliant if they're shores, what a glamorous life. Ordinary mothers needn't meet committees, but ordinary mothers don't get keys to cities. No, ordinary mothers merely see their children all year, which is lovely, I hear, but it does interfere with the glamorous. I am the princess guarded by dragons, snorting and grumbling and rumbling in wagons. She's in her kingdom wearing disguises, living a life that is full of surprises. And sometime this summer, she'll come galloping over the green. Sometime this summer, to my rescue, my mother the queen. Ordinary mothers thrive on being private, and ordinary mothers somehow can survive it, but ordinary mothers never know they're just standing still with the kettles to fill, while they're missing the thrill of the glamorous life.
How could I leave you? How could I go it alone? Could I wave the years away with a quick goodbye? How do you wipe tears away when your eyes are dry? Sweetheart, lover, could I recover? Give up the joys I have known, not to fetch your pills again every day at 5, not to give those dinners for 10 elderly men from the UN. How could I survive? Could I leave you and your shelves of the world's best books, and the evenings of martyred looks, cryptic sighs, sullen glares from those injured eyes? Leave the quips with a sting, jokes with a sneer, passionless lovemaking once a year. Leave the lies ill-concealed, and the wounds never healed, and the game's not worth winning. And wait! I'm just beginning. What, leave you? Leave you? How could I leave you What would I do on my own? Putting thoughts of you aside in the south of France, would I think of suicide? Darling, shall we dance? Could I live through the pain on a terrace in Spain? Would it pass? It would pass. Could I bury my rage with a boy half your age in the grass? Ooh, bet your ass. But I've done that already. Or didn't you know, love? Tell me, how could I leave when I left long ago? Love, could I leave you? No, the point is, could you leave me? Well, I guess you could leave me the house, leave me the flat, leave me the Brocs and Chagalls and all that. You could leave me the stocks for sentiment's sake, and 90% of the money you'll make, and the rugs and the cooks. Darling, you keep the drugs, angel, you keep the books. Honey, I'll take the gram, sugar, you keep the spinach, and all of our friends, and just wait a goddamn minute. What, leave you? Leave you? How could I leave you? Sweetheart, I have to confess. Could I leave you? Yes. Will I leave you? Will I leave you? Guess! Not a day goes by, not a single day, but you're somewhere a part of my life, and it looks like you'll stay as the days go by. I keep thinking, when does it end? Where's the day I'll have started forgetting? But I just go on thinking and sweating and cursing and crying and turning and reaching and waking and dying, and no, not a day goes by, not a blessed day, but you're still somehow part of my life, and you won't go away. So there's hell to pay, and until I die, I'll die day after day after day after day after day after day after day. So there's hell to pay. And until I die, I'll die day after day after day after day after day after day after day till the days go by, till the days go by, till the days go by. Till the days go by.
Good times and bum times, I've seen them all, and my dear, I'm still here. Plush velvet sometimes, sometimes just pretzels and beer, but I'm here. I've stuffed the dailies in my shoes, strummed ukuleles, sung the blues, seen all my dreams disappear, but I'm here. I've slept in shanties, guest of the WPA, but I'm here. Danced in my scanties, $3 a night was the pay, but I'm here. I've stood on bread lines with the best, watched while the headlines did the rest. In the Depression, was I depressed? Nowhere near. I met a big financier, so I'm here. I've been through Gandhi, Wally, and Windsor's affair, but I'm here. Amos and Andy, Marjan and platinum hair, but I'm here. I got through Amy's Irish Rose, 5 Dion babies, Major Bowles, had heebie-jeebies, 4 BBs, bathysphere. I lived through Barbara Walters, and I'm here. I've gotten through Herbert and J. Edgar Hoover. Gee, that was fun and a half. When you've been through Herbert and J. Edgar Hoover, anything else is a laugh. I've been through Reno, I've been through Beverly Hills, and I'm here. Reefers and vino, rescuers, religion, and pills. But I'm here. Been called a pinko, commie tool. Got through it stinko by my pool. I should have gone to an acting school. That seems clear. And still, someone said she's sincere. So I'm here. Black Sable one day, next day goes into hot. But I'm here. Top billing Monday, Tuesday you're touring in stock. But I'm here. First, you're another slow-eyed bam. Then someone's mother, then your camp. Then you career from career to career. I'm almost through my memoirs and I'm here. I've gotten through, hey lady, aren't you who's this? Wow, what a looker you were. Or better yet, sorry, Jesus, I thought you were who's. Whatever happened to her? Good times and bum times. I've seen them all, my dear. Still here. Plush velvet sometimes. Sometimes just pretzels and beer. I have run the gamut. A to Z. 3 cheers, damn it. Say la vie. I got through all of last year, and I'm here. Christ knows, at least I was there, and I'm here. Look who's here. I'm still here. Yes.
Well, Steve has given the world all this amazing music for which the world is grateful. But there is one group of folks who may be a bit more grateful, the actors. We owe him so much for giving us roles and songs and shows that have complexity, sophistication, beauty, and wit. So here, from the currently running shows in town, joined by some friends, are a few of the performers who came uptown tonight in order to say thank you. We have one more song to sing, but before we do, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking the man who has conducted every original Broadway show Steve has written since 1975, Mr. Paul Gimignani and the amazing New York Philharmonic.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Steve. Happy
Alice Roosevelt once said, first you're young, then you're middle-aged, then you're wonderful. This was wonderful. Thank you all.
To find out more, visit pbs.org.